Hello everybody, I hope you are all fine. Today we are going to see or discuss our new poem, The Last Bargain. Students, we often use the term bargain. What does the term bargain mean? It means give and take of something. It's like agreement between two persons that we give and other takes. Student, you know that anything we give or take, we need to pay the price. But we human being take this agreement in the terms of material thing like power, wealth, beauty, etc. Rabindranath Tagore written this beautiful poem which talks about something other than material and wealth. The speaker in the poem is jobless. He is calling out for the job and looking for anyone to hire him. The poem conveys the most important message of the poet, of which he was a champion himself and a freedom. The poem opens with a man seeking work but desires to keep his freedom. Walking on the stone paved ground in the morning, he first meet the king. The king offered to buy the man's labor, means he want to hire him with his power. The man, however, doesn't find much worth in the king's power and therefore he refused to be hired. Towards midday, having walked in the heat of the sun, the man came across an old man. The old man carried a big or a bag of money. He was very wealthy. He offered to buy the man's labor with his money. The man wasn't convinced to exchange his labor for money and moved on. In the evening, as he was crossing the garden hedge, the man came across a fair maid. She offered to hire the man's services with her smile. The man couldn't find the lady's smile worth either. The lady's smile became pale and melted into tears. She didn't get the man's company either. Finally, the man reached the seashore. He saw the child playing with a shell. The child made an offer too. His offer, though, was unique. He offered to buy the man's service with nothing. The man was overwhelmed with this offer. He was still a free man. He quickly accepted the offer and the bargain was stuck. Like this, we have to see the poem here. First of all, before starting the poem and its explanation line by line, first of all, we will see some information about Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Ji Tagore, born on 7th May 1861 in Calcutta. He was also known as Gurudev or Vishwakavi. He was Bengali poet, writer and music composer. He won awards like Nobel Prize in Literature for his notable work Gitanjali, Gora, Janagana Mana, Ravindra Sangeet and Amar Shonar Bangla. His compositions were chosen by two nations as national anthem. Like India get that Janagana Mana as its national anthem and Amar Shonar Bangla by Bangladesh. He died in Calcutta on 7th August 1941 at the age of 80. So students, let's start our poem, The Last Bargain. A bargain is an agreement in which both parties promise to do something for each other. Someone is looking for work, waiting to be hired. He strikes a bargain but thinks it worthless. He tries twice again but doesn't like either. Finally, the last bargain, when he is hired for nothing whatever, he is happy as never before. What is the bargain and why is it the best? Let's see. First of all, I will tell you what is there. Look at that lines. Come and hire me, I cried, while in the morning I was walking on the stone paved road. Sword in hand, the king came in his chariot. He held my hand and said, I will be hire you with my power. But his power counted for naught, and he went away in his chariot. So, student, this is the first stanza of our poem. I will explain you its meaning. The poem opens with a man crying. Means here the man was crying in the morning and want to be hired by someone. Then here he came across, while walking on a stone paved road or a road, he came across the king who was coming in his chariot. The king immediately took the man's hand in his hand and offered to buy his services with his power, because as we know, king has a lot of power. So the man, however, didn't find much worth in the offer of the king. He didn't want to get the suppress under the mighty man's power, and therefore he refused that offer of the king. This is the meaning of first stanza. Look at that next one. In the heat of the midday, the houses stood shut doors. I wandered along the crook lane. An old man came out with his bag of gold. He pondered and said, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coins one by one, but I turned away. Here, in this stanza, we will see the man was kept walking. It was almost a midday and it was quite a hot day also. He only came across the houses with the doors that were shut. Wandering along the crook lane, crook it means narrow, crook lane, he soon came across the old man who was holding a bag full of gold. The old man offered to pay the man with his gold in return of his services. The offer of wealth didn't impress the man, and the offer of wealth didn't impress the man, so he turned away and say goodbye to that owner or that old man. Okay, students, so let's see what is the third stanza. It was evening. It was evening. The garden hedge was all flower. The fair maid came out and said, I will hire you with a smile. Her smile pale and melted into tears, and she went back alone into the dark. And then see, now the evening had set in. Yet the man was unable to find the person whose offer would attract him. The man was unable to find the person whose offer would attract him. He came across the garden full of beautiful flowers. He came across the garden full of beautiful flowers. He came across a beautiful maid standing there. The lady, means that maid, offered to hire the man with her smile, with her beauty. The man realized that her beauty or smile was also not forever. Her smile faded away and tears replaced it. He thought himself that her smile faded away and tears replaced it. The man moved on, leaving the lady all by herself. And by refusing that offer of that lady, man moved on. Okay, look at that last stanza. The sun glistened on the sand, and the sea waves broke waywardly. A child sat playing with the shells. He raised his head and seemed to know me and said, I hire you with a nothing. From henceforward, that bargain struck in the child's play made me a free man. And here our poem ends. Look at that explanation of last stanza. Finally, look at that. The man reached the seashore. He reached the seashore. The sun was almost setting down. It shone brightly on the sand because that sand was glittered because of ray of lights. He saw a child playing with a shell. And when the man reached the seashore, he saw a child playing with a shell. The child looked up at the man, and suddenly the child looked up the man. It seemed as if the child understood the man. It seemed like the child understood the man. The child offered to hire the service of the man. The child also offered to hire the services of the man, but didn't offer to pay anything in return. The child didn't offer anything to pay in return, and that was the bargaining. And that was the bargain that perhaps the man was looking for. There were no demands, no conditions, no payments or repayments. In playing with the child, he continued to hold on its freedom. In playing with the child, he continued to hold his freedom. He was a free man still and received the happiness playing with a innocent child. He received the happiness while playing with a innocent child. This was the last bargaining that made by the speaker. And yes, it was not to compromise his freedom. As he made the last bargain successful, he wasn't compromise his freedom. And so here our poet Rabindranath Tagore conveys us message. What is that? The poet wanted to convey the message through the poem is: money, wealth, power or beauty cannot give you happiness. Cannot give you happiness. Only when one feels true pleasure at seeing something, only one feels true pleasure at seeing something, one finds happiness. No one was able to hire the poet, either the power or the beauty. No one was able to hire the poet, either the power or beauty or wealth, but the child innocence and simplicity are enough to hire him for a life. This is the message that Rabindranath Tagore gave us through this poem. Okay, students, I hope you would understand this poem. Thank you for hearing. Take care.